네, 고맙습니다. 여러분 안녕하십니까? 지금부터 한국식품산업클러스터진흥원이 주관하고 농림축산식품부, 전라북도 그리고 익산시가 함께 주최하는 제13회 국가식품클러스터 국제컨퍼런스 빅블러 시대 식품산업의 경계를 넘다 시작하도록 하겠습니다. Distinguished guests and ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 13th Food Policy International Conference hosted by the FOODPOLIS and co-organized by the Ministry of Agricultural, Food and Rural Affairs, 전라북도 and Iksan City, under the big title of Big Blur Phenomenon and the Solution for the Food Industry. And ladies and gentlemen, before we begin this meaningful occasion, please allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jessica Singi Lee, and today I will be given the honor of being your MC for today's gathering. 네, 여러분 먼저 시작 전에 인사 올리겠습니다. 저는 이 뜻깊은 자리 사회자로 함께하게 된 아나운서 이승희입니다. 반갑습니다. 네, 고맙습니다. 정말 온 오프라인으로 많은 분들께서 지금 함께하고 계시죠? 함께하고 계시는 국가식품클러스터 국제컨퍼런스는 올해로 13회째를 맞이하고 있습니다. 무려 13년 동안 대한민국 식품 산업 발전을 위해 고민과 의제를 함께 만들고 또 의논하고 발전해오고 있는 행사인데요. 개인적으로도 이렇게 뜻깊은 행사 사회자로 여러분과 함께할 수 있어 매우 큰 영광으로 생각이 됩니다. The Food Policy International Conference has been a significant event for the development of the food industry here in Korea, where concerns and agendas have been raised, continued, and grown for last 13 years. And personally, it is my great honor and pleasure that I can be guiding you through today's programs, both online and offline. So ladies and gentlemen, once again, thank you for your time today and thank you for your participation. 오늘 말씀드린 것처럼 이 자리 역시 식품 산업의 현재를 함께 분석하고 또 미래를 그려보는 다양한 내용의 강연들 준비가 되어 있습니다. 국내외 최고의 전문가분들께서 생생한 현장의 이야기 들려주실 예정인데요. 여러분께서도 저희와 끝까지 함께 하시면서 뜻깊은 시간이 되시길 바라겠습니다. 산업의 경계를 허무는 빅블러 시대, 온라인과 오프라인, 미국, 캐나다, 대한민국, 그리고 덴마크, 각기 다른 국적과 또 언어의 장벽을 허물고 공통의 주제에 대해 심도 있고 또 의미 있는 논의가 이어지길 기대하겠습니다. As mentioned earlier, today's event will analyze the current status of the food industry and envision the future. We expect a variety of lectures covering different topics, featuring vivid first-hand experiences from top international and domestic experts. In the era of a big blur phenomenon that blurs the boundaries of industries, we hope that this moment will become an opportunity to break down barriers of nationality, language, location, both online and offline, between the United States of America and Canada and of course Korea and Denmark, and engage in in-depth discussions and conversations in one theme. 네, 그럼 본격적으로 내빈분들의 말씀과 함께 컨퍼런스 막을 올리겠습니다. 먼저 이 뜻깊은 자리 마련해 주신 한국식품산업클러스터진흥원 김영재 이사장님의 개회 말씀 청해 듣겠습니다. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Kim Young-jae, Chairman of the Food Policy, for his opening remarks. Let's welcome him with a big round of applause. 여러분 큰 박수로 모시겠습니다.
네, 안녕하세요. 여러분 반갑습니다. 한국식품산업클러스터진흥원 이사장 김영재입니다.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests. I'm President Kim Young-jae of FOODPOLIS. Welcome all of you to the 13th FOODPOLIS International Conference.
진심으로 환영합니다. 오늘
Especially, I'd like to
영상으로
extend my
축하를
deepest
해주신
gratitude to
정황근 농식품부
Minister
장관님,
Jung Han-gun of Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs, Chairman So Byung-hoon of Agriculture, Food, Rural Affairs, Oceans and Fisheries Committee and National Assembly, Han Byung-do, Member of National Assembly, and Governor Kim Kwan-young of 전라북도, who will deliver congratulatory remarks in a video. And also, my special thanks goes to Mayor Jung Hyun-yul of Iksan City, President Kim Chun-jin of AT, and Director No Soo-yeon from Korea IPET, Vice President Koo Bong-gun from Korea Agriculture Technology Promotion Agency, President Park Sung-tae of Wonkwang University, and distinguished guests who have come all the way today. Especially my special thanks goes to Dan Solis, FDA Assistant Commissioner for Import Operations, who will deliver a keynote speech, as well as all the speakers and panelists. The global food tech market is worth 665 trillion won, and the domestic food tech market is estimated to value 61 trillion won, and has grown at an average rate of over 30% every year. The food tech industry is gaining attention as a future growth engine which is expected to grow rapidly across the globe. After COVID-19, the global food consumption pattern has changed to value the valuable consumption which emphasizes health and environment and contact-free consumption. That's why the food tech has gained more attention, and many countries have strategically nurtured the food tech industry to gain global competitiveness. That's why FOODPOLIS is in line with the MAFRA's food tech industry development plan to drive innovative growth of the food and agri-food industry. We have restructured our technical support office to the food tech support office, and the FOODPOLIS is integrating diverse information which is separated and scattered from among public agencies, from food ingredient to human resource to equipment and institution, and to provide information so that imported ingredients can be replaced with domestic ingredients. We have established the platform for digital food information so that companies can easily utilize the food information to help drive growth of companies as a public agency. The 13th FOODPOLIS International Conference is being held under the theme of Big Blur Era, Beyond the Boundaries of Food Industry. So starting with the keynote speech, we will listen to many different presentations and listen to the in-depth insights of speakers in the food tech technology and industry. Thank you once again for participating in this 13th International Conference. Thank you.
네, 이사장님 말씀 잘 들었습니다. 함께 해주신 모든 분들에 대해서 환영의 말씀과 함께 본 컨퍼런스 개최 의미를 되짚어 주셨죠. 이사장님 말씀처럼 지속 가능한 성장, 사실 그 어떤 산업보다 우리 삶에 있어 가장 밀접한 연관이 있는 식품 산업, 지속 가능성에 대한 생각을 꼭 해봐야 될 것 같습니다. 그런 의미에서 본 컨퍼런스가 더 깊은 의미를 갖는 것 같습니다. 여러분 끝까지 함께 해주시길 바라겠습니다. Thank you very much once again to Chairman. And as he just mentioned, sustainable growth in food tech and food industry, which is the most important factor in our life over any other industry, should be a topic of interest to everyone from home and abroad. Once again, thank you very much for arranging this meaningful gathering today. 네, 여러분 다시 한번 이 자리 마련해 주신 저희 이사장님께 큰 박수 부탁드리겠습니다. 네, 고맙습니다. 또 이 자리를 축하하고 격려하기 위해서 많은 분들께서 인사를 전해주셨는데요. 다음은 농림축산식품부 정황근 장관님의 환영 말씀 함께 만나보시죠. Ladies and gentlemen, now we would like to have meaningful words of congratulations delivered by Minister Jung Hwang-gun of the Ministry of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs of the Republic of Korea. Ladies and gentlemen, let's draw your attention to the screen. 여러분 큰 박수와 함께 화면으로 만나보시죠.
여러분 반갑습니다. 반갑습니다.
Hello everyone, my name is Jung Hwan-geum, Minister of Agriculture, Food and Rural Affairs. Welcome everyone to the 13th FOODPOLIS International Conference. This is a valuable occasion and I would like to thank Kim Young-jae, President of FOODPOLIS and staff for arranging this event. Especially I would like to thank Mr. Dan Solis, FDA Assistant Commissioner, and many other experts who are here to participate in this meaningful event. Today's conference is about big blur phenomenon and solutions for the food industry. Every sector is being digitized and its border is being blurred, and we are here to talk about the future of agriculture and food. So this will become a very meaningful and timely event. As you know, in this big blur era, food and technology and food tech industry is growing rapidly. We pay attention to the potential and we are currently supporting actively. By 2027, food tech, we are going to nurture 30 businesses. We are going to create a great environment where alternative food and other 10 top businesses can grow even further. Food supply and production, so across a supply chain, we are going to support and utilize biological technology and other various types of technology. I would like to tell you that this will become a great opportunity to pull our wisdom together so that we can make a great leap in the future. And the government will provide the full support.
Thank you very much. We'd like to extend our sincere gratitude to Minister Chung for that warm words. Thank you. And we have received support and congratulatory speeches from many people for this conference. And let me share some of these special messages here at the site. And this video is prepared by Chairman So Byung-hoon of the National Assembly Agriculture, Food, Rural Affairs, Oceans and Fisheries Committee, and the members of the National Assembly, Han Byung-do, and last but not least, Governor Kim Kwan-young of Jeollabuk-do Province here in Korea. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let's draw your attention to the screen.
Hello everyone. I'm So Byung-hoon, chairperson of the Agriculture, Food, Rural Affairs, Oceans and Fisheries Committee, and Gyeonggi Gwangju, member of National Assembly. Congratulations on hosting the 13th FOODPOLIS International Conference. I'd like to thank the organizers who made this special occasion possible. Today, the world is facing big blur phenomenon. In other words, the boundaries between industries are blurred and fields that used to be divided are now being converged. Also, as we have experienced COVID-19 pandemic and Russia's aggression towards Ukraine, there is also a big wind of change in the agro-fisheries and food industry. We are joined by outstanding scholars and experts from home and abroad who will share their insight on food tech and infra tech. I hope this conference can offer a chance to brace for headwinds of food crisis and uncertainty and encourage cooperation among academia, industry, and other stakeholders. The National Assembly will spare no efforts to support the food industry to further develop. Once again, I sincerely congratulate the successful hosting of the 13th FOODPOLIS International Conference and wish all of you health and success. Thank you.
여러분 반갑습니다. 한병도
Hello
의원입니다.
everyone, my name is Han Byung-do, member of National Assembly. I would like to welcome you to the 13th FOODPOLIS International Conference and I congratulate you on this. I would like to thank President Kim Young-jae of
임직원
Korea
여러분께
Food Police
감사의
and
말씀을
other
전합니다.
staff who've been working very
급속한
hard.
디지털화,
So with the
코로나19
digitalization and
팬데믹을
COVID
산업과
pandemic,
경계가 허물어지는
there's been a
이른바 빅블러
blurring
시대가 도래를
of
했습니다.
industrial
특히
borders. So it's a
인공지능과
big blur
빅데이터의
era
발전은 전
with the
산업에 있어 큰
development of
변화를
AI
가져오고
and
있습니다.
big data.
우리
There's been a
식품
rapid
산업도
change across the
다양한
industry.
기술과의
And the food
결합으로
industry
대전환의
is in
길을
the
서 있습니다.
phase of
모쪼록 오늘
great
컨퍼런스가
transformation. So I
급변한
hope that
식품
this
산업의
conference
대응 전략을
can
모색하고
come up with,
국내의
in this
현안이 널리 공유되는
occasion, we can come
유익한
up with
시간이
great
되기를
ideas
바랍니다.
and insight.
다시 한번
I would like
컨퍼런스 개최를
to
축하드리고요.
congratulate you once again for
전
hosting
식품
this
산업의
conference.
발전과
And
식품
I
산업
will also do my
클러스터의
best
도약을 위해서
to the
함께
growth of
노력하도록
food
하겠습니다.
industry and Korea Food
감사합니다.
Police. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, distinguished guests. I'm Kim Kwan-young, Governor of Jeollabuk-do. Congratulations on hosting the 13th Food Police International Conference. Last year, Korea's agro-fisheries and food exports reached a historic high ever. Jeollabuk-do also hit record high on agro-fisheries and food exports. Now, Korea's food industry has reached out to consumers all around the world beyond borders and boundaries. The food industry in Jeonbuk is also at a turning point. The two-phase food police project is now a candidate for a national industrial park, and Iksan's job creation project has been considered as an investment model led by a local government. In addition, as smart farms are created in Gimje, Saemangum, and farmland, we are pursuing to converge agriculture and high-tech industry. Held under the theme of Big Blur Phenomenon and Solutions for Food Industry, this conference is timelier and more meaningful than ever. I hope this conference to be a venue for sharing a new vision on agriculture and food industry in the era of convergence. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give another big round of applause to our three esteemed guests. Thank you very much for that meaningful words. We'd like to once again extend our sincere gratitude for gracing this occasion with their words of remarks. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we do have Mayor Jung Hon-yu of Iksan City who are joining us here at the site. So now please join me in welcoming him onto the stage with a big round of applause.
Hello everyone, my name is Jung Hon-yu, Mayor of Iksan City. First of all, I would like to congratulate Korea Food Police on hosting this event, and I would also like to thank President Kim Young-jae and other staff for your endeavor, and I would also like to thank our speakers and our experts and distinguished guests for attending today's event despite your busy schedule. And I would also like to thank Mr. Kim Chun-jin from AT, and Mr. Do Soo-hyun from Korea IPET, and Mr. Koo Bon-gun from Korea Agricultural Technology Promotion Agency, and Mr. Park Sung-tae from Wongang University. I also like to thank Mr. No Young-woo for your hard effort and endeavors to the growth of food industry. Now we are recovering from the pandemic. We are entering into a very good season of spring, and it's great to see you all here in this city of Iksan in this great season. And this will give us a great chance to develop further into the future. And in this event, we'll be able to tackle diseases and industrial border big blur phenomenon and other challenges that we face in the food industry. So we will be able to take stock of ourselves and come up with strategies to address all of these challenges. So our prominent speakers are here, so very helpful and insightful presentations are ready to be shared. So I hope that we'll be able to have a forecast and predictions and come up with great strategies in this time of change. Once again, I would like to thank you for being here. The city of Iksan has been selected to be participant of the phase 2 of the Food Police project, and we are going to do our best to support this project. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mayor Jung Hon-yeol. He has delivered his warm words and welcome remarks to all of us, both online and offline. Thank you once again for your support, Mayor. And now next, we'd like to hear welcoming remarks from CEO Kim Chol-jin of the Korea Agro Fisheries and Food Trade Corporation. He's joining us here at the site. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
반갑습니다.
Good afternoon.
역시 우리 김영재 원장님,
President Kim Young-jae of Food Police.
김영재 CEO 너무 잘하시죠?
He is great, right?
사람이 바뀌면 이렇게 달라져요.
Like when people change, the organizations change. Who does what really matters and drives a lot of changes. Please give a big round of applause to President Kim Young-jae.
역시 우리 익산은
And Iksan,
정말 자랑스러운
I am so proud of Iksan because it's the core of food industry in Korea. Mayor
남다른 열정.
Jung Hon-yeol of Iksan is passionate and enthusiastic about growing the food industry.
질투심이 나서 볼 수 없을 정도로
And
아주 가까이 하면서
President Kim Young-jae and Mayor Jung Hon-yeol of Iksan are closely cooperating with each other to nurture the food industry. And President Park Sang-tae of Wonkwang University,
고리를 만들어가면서
he is actually nurturing human talents who can contribute to the food industry. So President Park, my special thanks goes to you.
평의 노시연
And Do Soo-hyun, director from Korea IPET, I kindly ask for your active support. And there are many distinguished guests here with us today. Dan Solis, the keynote speaker, who works for FDA, and also other speakers, including Lars Visbeth Sorensen, the CEO of Food and Bio Cluster. Well, if I have a chance, I would really like to visit Denmark and visit your cluster and welcome to Korea. I hope you can help us develop the domestic food industry. And there are many other foreign speakers, but I didn't have a chance to say hello to you in person. Please actively share your insights so that we can go home with a lot of takeaways. And let me talk about Korea. Korea is faced with a lot of challenges now because it has a large population with small territory or small land. So that's why we import most of our food. And last year, we imported $55.5 billion worth food. And this, we have a lot of, we have high food import dependency. And just like Denmark, I believe we need to become a food industry powerhouse, and we need to achieve food sovereignty to some extent. And we will need to develop our economy further.
지구인들의 건강을 위해서 기하는.
And that's a way to contribute to human health across the globe.
굉장히 똑똑해요.
Koreans are really smart and intelligent. So because we win a lot in different competitions and examinations.
우리 대한민국 농수산식품 강국이 되려면
And to become an agri-food powerhouse, we
첨단 기술
need to
잘 접목시켜서.
apply cutting-edge technology to this industry.
근데 우리 대한민국이 발효식품의 보고입니다.
And Korea
건강에 좋은
has a lot of
역사적으로
healthy
많이 만들어가고
fermented
지금도
food.
면면이 흐르고 있어요.
And Korea is well known for its fermented food. And if we apply cutting-edge technology, then we can grow into a competitive
세계인들의
market,
건강을 지키기 위해서 노력을 해야 돼요.
and we can contribute to
바로
protecting
여러분들이 그 주인공.
health of global citizens.
앞으로
And you are in the center of such efforts, just like the Netherlands. Netherlands exported more than 140 billion won worth food last year. But there are only 1/3 of the population in the Denmark. So I hope we can benchmark Denmark and we can grow further. And at the center of such efforts, there is President Kim Young-jae of FOODPOLIS. Let's run towards the future. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that encouraging congratulatory remarks. CEO Kim Chun-jin has delivered his message and also mentioned the importance of cooperation and technology in the field of food. Thank you once again. Next, ladies and gentlemen, we will hear a message of congratulations from Director Do Soo-hyun from Korea iPad. Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome him with a big round of applause.
Distinguished guests, my name is No Soo-hyun, President of Korea Institute of Planning and Evaluation for Technology. I would like to thank Mr. President Kim of Korea FOODPOLIS for arranging this event, and I would also like to thank FDA Assistant Commissioner Dan Solis and our speakers today for attending this event despite your busy schedule. And my thanks also go to everyone who's done a lot to make this possible. Currently, we are facing an era where COVID-19 has ended. So this is a post-COVID era, and the demand of the consumers are getting ever more increasing and become various and diverse. And now it's a time for us to present a new blueprint for change and innovation. And the trend of technology is being created and is leaving the market ever more rapidly. So we need to provide the right direction and right solutions. Given this situation, today's event with the theme of Big Blur phenomenon and solutions for the industry will provide us with a great chance to come up with new items so that we can secure safety of our food and competitiveness of the food industry. And I hope that in this event we'll be able to learn and find new engine of growth for our future food industry. My organization is a specialized organization in food and agricultural R&D. So we are going to continue to pay attention to domestic and foreign issues related to food industry, and we are going to make sure that K-food tech industry further develops as a new engine of growth. And this conference is not only a place where we analyze and analyze the status quo and the core technologies, but I think it's more meaningful because here we can identify our strategies where K-food can become even more advanced. So in this situation, we will have to pay attention to how we can mutually cooperate and how we can innovate further into digitalized food industry. I believe that this event will be a meaningful and timely event and helping us to do so. Thank you very much for attending the 13th
Thank you very much for
FOODPOLIS
that
event.
wonderful word, Director No Soo-hyun. As he mentioned, we all hope that this conference can serve as a meaningful occasion for further development internationally in the field of food industry. Thank you once again. Next, we will hear another congratulatory remark from the President Park Sung-tae of Wongang University. So let's welcome him.
여러분 반갑습니다.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Park Sung-tae, President of Wongang University. I would like to congratulate you on hosting the 13th FOODPOLIS International Conference.
진흥원은 지난
The FOODPOLIS,
2021년부터
starting from 2012, has invited top speakers around the world to discuss international issues and share information. So it's been hosting this international conference since 2012. Korea has been leading local food activity and digital-based food consumption markets. So this market is growing rapidly, and because of a war in Ukraine, there is a more importance in securing food security and in providing the adequate food technology. So in this context, this theme of today's conference is highly meaningful, and it gives us a valuable opportunity to talk about food tech, AI, big data, and robot and other technology and industry's future. So I would like to thank Mr. Kim again. I would also like to thank Dan Solis from FDA and our speakers today who are here to discuss and explain food tech, customized platforms, and food production technology and infra technology. So our goal in Korea, and the government of Korea's goal, is to establish a growth spaces for universities and local regions. So this is actually the ultimate objective of the government's Regional Innovation System project called RIS. Wongang University is the only Korean university that is in charge of RIS's agriculture and biological project. We have cooperated with 10 companies of FOODPOLIS in the first phase of food cluster. And by sharing our experience, Wongang University has been working with local government and the cluster that is laid out in the second phase of the plan of National Food Cluster, and we will try to establish various businesses and programs, and by being selected as the second phase National Food Cluster project,
새 지평을 개척할 겁니다.
Iksan City and
오늘
Jeollabuk-do
참여해주신 모든
and Wongang
분들이
University will be able to open a new chapter for our Korea's food industry. I hope that all of you learn a lot from this conference. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, President Park, for that meaningful message. We sincerely appreciate the support and all the work that they've shared us today. Thank you very much for your meaningful words to all of our speakers and all of our distinguished guests who are joining us today. Thank you. And now let me briefly introduce some of the attendees here at the site. We are joined by Manager Do Young-ho from MAFRA International Food Cluster Team. And we are also joined by Koo Bon-gun, Vice President of the Korea Agricultural Technology Promotion Agency. And we are having Director Lee Ji-hyung of the Agriculture and Food Industry Division at Jeollabuk-do. We're also joined by Director Park Kap-soo at Iksan City. Last but not least, we also have Chairman An Jin-young of the National Food Cluster Tenant Company Association. And ladies and gentlemen, due to limited time, we cannot introduce everyone who are joining us today. But once again, thank you very much for your time and your presence.